I used to think jokes were harmless. Just words tossed into the air, forgotten seconds later. I learned the hard way that some jokes don't disappear. They land. They sink in. And sometimes they end marriages. My name is Daniel. I'm 38 years old. I was married to my wife Claire for 9 years. Together for 12. And until recently I would have told you we were solid. Not perfect, but solid enough. At least that's what I believed. Claire was sharp, confident, the kind of woman who could command a room without raising her voice. I was quieter, steady. I fixed things, paid bills on time, showed up when I said I would. I thought that mattered. I thought consistency counted for something. Looking back, I see now how slowly things changed. It wasn't one big fight. It was little comments, little laughs. The way she'd roll her eyes when I spoke in front of friends. The way her jokes always seemed to land at my expense. If I ever brought it up, she'd smile and say, "Relax, I'm kidding." And because I loved her, I let it go. The night everything finally broke, we were at a small dinner with her coworkers. Nothing fancy. Just wine, pasta, conversation. I was already tired, but Claire insisted I come. "You're always so serious," she teased on the way there. "Try to have fun." I did my best. Halfway through the night, one of her coworkers asked how long we'd been married. Claire answered before I could. 9 years, she said, then laughed. "Feels longer some days." Everyone chuckled. I smiled politely. Then someone else joked, "So what's the secret? True love or just habit?" Claire took a sip of her wine and said it, smiling like it was nothing. "Honestly, I regret marrying him every day." The table went quiet for half a second. Then a few people laughed, unsure if they were supposed to. Claire laughed too. She looked proud of it. Like she'd just delivered a clever punchline. I felt something drop in my chest. She glanced at me, still smiling, waiting for me to play along. To laugh. To prove I wasn't too sensitive. For the first time in years I didn't. I looked at her and said calmly, "So do I." Her smile froze. Not faded. Froze. You could see it in her eyes, like she hadn't even considered that answer as a possibility. The laughter died instantly. Someone cleared their throat. Someone else reached for their glass. Claire blinked once, twice. "What?" she said, laughing again, but this time it sounded forced. I was joking. "So was I replied. Same tone. Same calm. But the difference was my words didn't come from nowhere. The rest of the dinner was a blur. Claire barely spoke to me. She kept checking her phone, her jaw tight, her posture rigid. On the drive home she finally snapped. "What the hell was that?" she demanded. "You embarrassed me." I kept my eyes on the road. I answered honestly. "No, you humiliated me," she said. "In front of my coworkers." I nodded. "That's interesting." She scoffed. "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means," I said slowly, "that when you said the same thing about me you thought it was funny." Silence filled the car. She crossed her arms. "You're being dramatic. You know I didn't mean it." I pulled into the driveway and turned off the engine. "That's the problem, Claire. You didn't mean it. But I did." She stared at me like I'd spoken a foreign language. We went inside without another word. That night she slept facing the wall. I didn't try to touch her. For the first time it didn't feel like punishment. It felt like relief. The next morning she acted like nothing happened. Hummed while making coffee. Asked if I wanted eggs. I watched her like I was seeing her for the first time. "You really hurt me last night," she said casually, as if commenting on the weather. I looked up from my mug. "You've been hurting me for years." She laughed. "Oh please. Don't start." "I'm not starting," I said. "I'm ending." That got her attention. "What does that mean?" she asked, her voice sharper now. "It means I've spent years shrinking myself so you could feel bigger," I said. Laughing when I wanted to speak. Staying quiet when I wanted respect. And last night something changed. Her face hardened. "You're overreacting." I shook my head. "No. I'm finally reacting." She told me I was ungrateful. That I was lucky she married me. That no other woman would put up with me. Each word felt rehearsed, like she'd said them before in her head. I listened. Calmly. Completely. Then I stood up, grabbed my keys and said, "I'm staying at a hotel." She followed me to the door, furious. "You're really doing this?" "Over a joke." I paused, my hand on the handle. "No," I said. "Over years of being your punchline." I left. 2 weeks later she called crying. Said she missed me. Said she didn't mean any of it. Said we could go to counseling. I believed her tears once. I wasn't going to make that mistake again. Some jokes reveal what respect has already erased. And when I finally said, "So do I," it wasn't revenge. It was clarity.